Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my god. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi. Hi. What is that? It's on my hair. What is that? Oh my goodness. I'm here and I'm queer. So, hi everyone. Hello. Happy holidays. I hope everybody's having a good day. I missed you guys. I've just been busy. That's all. I've been getting a lot of messages from you guys, and I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. I know it's not the same when a bad bitch is not in the game. It's like I get it. So I've just been like hella busy. That's all. I know I have some of y'all worried because last week I talked about, me having anxiety and stuff like that. I feel like everybody has it. Some people just deal with it better than others. I haven't really had it like affect me how it affected me like last week, but I feel like it was affecting me like that. The main reason I feel like it was is because I had COVID. So being sick for like 2 weeks, I was having like shortness of breath and stuff from being sick and all of that stuff, and it just like made me like really nervous. Like at times I just felt like I couldn't breathe, like not like literally couldn't breathe, but I don't know, just like a weird feeling. So I think a lot of people, especially around the holidays and stuff like that, a lot of people have like lost loved ones and all other type of situations. So the holidays are already hard, and then just holidays can be stressful and stuff like that. That's not my problem. Yeah, holidays really aren't stressful for me. They don't really bother me. My kids are much older, so Christmas and stuff like that is a lot easier for me because my kids like truly know what they want. So, but yeah, so that's all. I've just been really busy. I've had a lot going on, and then it's kind of like when you get, first of all, y'all putting a lot on it because I was just alive like 4 or 5 days ago. So I'm just like, has it been like weeks? I was just like I was like, oh my god, maybe I should just like go live, because I'm just like, I don't want people worrying about me, because I'm fine, as fine as a person can be, like when something wrong and somebody be like, are you okay? And you're just like, yeah, I'm great. You're really not great. You're like the furthest thing from great. That's not necessarily my situation. I'm doing fabulous. So things could be a lot worse and they are great. So I have missed you guys. I absolutely have. I know it's been some stuff going on out here. It's not too much going on. So I'm not gonna keep y'all for a very long time. Like I told y'all, we're gonna do shorter lives just because it's easier and it gives me more energy to do other things. So, but I'm like, Lord, Melanated said 4 days you try. I miss you guys. I really do. I miss you guys. Hi, Taniqua, Melanated and Talent, Tatted, Rennie, One's on One Man, Shrinking Sharon, Regina Show, Kuro's Live, LGC, Miss Ty. Hello, everyone. I love y'all. And I missed y'all too. So I'm just like, oh, maybe we should do like a morning coffee, just because I was saying that last time. Like, I'm definitely gonna go live. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I didn't sleep the greatest. So I'm just like, I was really tired, and then I had other stuff to do. So I'm just like, I'm not even feeling it. So I'm like, I'll just get up tomorrow, get some sleep tonight. Yesterday, I'm like, I'm gonna get some sleep tonight, and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna do a morning coffee. So that's exactly what we're doing, y'all. So hair flip. I miss y'all. I really do. I love you guys so much. So thank you once again for all of your supportive messages and just like, hey Sean, just checking on you. We miss you. It's not the same when you're not in the game. So it's like, get your ass. Look now. Now we understand. Did my light just change on its own? My God. Like, did y'all see that? Like it just changed. Like that's so weird. Hair flip. But anyways, so yes, I missed you guys so much. I love you all. And once again, I just can't say, thank you enough. On Station Head, if y'all seen, we trended all year, big dot. So they congratulated us. And we deserve it. I deserve Station Head, I deserve to get all the recognition you're giving. Yeah. I like that one. A Google, yeah. Okay. Um, a Google, yeah. Okay. So here, flip. So here, flip. Hi. I really missed you guys. So shout out to Station Head for acknowledging us because we deserve that motherfucking acknowledgement because we are very badass bitches. So now it's not a lot going on in these streets, y'all. This fucking horse done bought a graduation, Pegasus. I saw her tall ass up there with all of those women and people that deserved to get their diplomas and degrees, and all of that stuff. So she done finally got her CNA license. So shout out to Megan the Pegasus. Oh, let me pull this toe up. Her tall ass, finally, she tried to distract us, y'all, and gonna put up that she had graduated with her big ass. So she was the tallest person at the motherfucking graduation. She sure was. And she was up there, she went up there and got her award. Nay. So she went up there and got her award. And in the process, we found out that she been lying to us for a long time. Okay? So y'all tried. Now, last of the year, it was a lot of people up here saying that I was women shaming, victim shaming. All it is because Tory Lanez, Tory toddler Lanez, I said that the little boy didn't do it. I'm like, he ain't tall enough for this crime. So let's get right into it because she got me fucked up. So Tory Lanez shouted dance at Megan the Pegasus before shooting her feet. Okay. So let's get to this bullshit. And so this white woman, Nancy, said an intoxicated Tory Lanez allegedly shouted dance before shooting at Megan the Pegasus. Oh, according to the testimony from the LAPD department, detective, LAPD detective, Ryan Stogner, okay, who interviewed the horse at the ranch, Megan Pegasus. So Nancy said the first witness in the Tory Lanez plan was LAPD officer Sandra Cabral. She responded to shots fired. Investigation says Megan the Pegasus was in a panic, a frantic panic, y'all. Says firearm found under Lane's car seat and was warm to the touch, y'all. Suggesting the firearm had been used. Okay, so they found that gun, that unregistered weapon, underneath Tory's car seat. Okay, and they said it was hot. Burn your fingers if you touch it. So Tory, put my finger over here so he can see my finger. Tory, little guy Lanez, car seat Lanez, had that motherfucker gun under that car seat, and the police had found it. Okay. Girl, allegedly Tory was standing on something because he's little, and because I told y'all that wasn't he's too short for this crime. I'm like, no, because she and he, yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, this isn't making sense. I'm like, this doesn't make sense because he is a little guy, okay, very little. And that's a huge bitch. When it comes to Megan the Pegasus. Megan, I'm not about to respect you, Pegasus. Girl, I'm not about to. Because you've been lying to me. Girl, I knew you was lying to me. Girl, I knew you was lying to me. So, you and Rock Nation, y'all got a lot of explaining to do. So, hair flip. Girl, y'all, they found a gun under Tory car seat in the vehicle. Now, they knew Tory had the gun because it was underneath the car seats. Okay? He's the only person at that height. Okay? He the only person tall enough for that motherfucking car seat. So he was out there drunk as hell. So Pegasus was over there contributing to minors at Kyla house. Yep. Mm-hmm. Pegasus was over there contributing to minors. So she put a little bit too much Hennessy in that boy bottle in his sip cup. And then they had level. So Tory Lanez had the smoking gun underneath his car seat, bitch. So they found it. They found the weapon was underneath Tory's car seat. Absolutely. So here, Flip, let's keep going. Because I'm gonna do a surviving on this. Sometime try to do it this weekend. If not, oh well. So but we're gonna get it done. So this white woman, Nancy, also said we're outside the courtroom where Tory Lanez is set to have his preliminary hearing in his felony assault case, alleging he shot Megan the Pegasus in her feet after a party last year. And they said Tory is here. Oh my goodness. So she was there with Partisan and her old nigga, Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez and Megan the Pegasus, they was all up in court, bitch. So let's keep going because that's all this white woman said about this. Because then I'm gonna get in the chat and get into what y'all think. So right here it says, Tory Lanez's defense team says gun residue was found on Kelsey Nicole's hands. Oh, Lord. Lord Kelsey. Kelsey, I don't want you to have nothing to do with this, girl. Witnesses says her and Megan fought in the car. So Megan the Pegasus had been running around swinging for her nickel all motherfucking night. She was over there about to fight that Kardashian Jenna. Kyla, because he's sitting over there sitting at that weird looking bitch was sitting over there looking like an angel. I'm like, angels don't look like that. Angels ain't been in no doctors. I'm like, yeah, you tried. So here, Flip. And so Pegasus have been fighting all. I gotta fight every night to prove my love. So she fighting from the pool all the way to where she allegedly got shot at, bitch. So here, Flip. So now they said it was gunshot residue on or Kelsey hands. Now, Kelsey, Lucy, you got some explaining under there. So shout out to my boo Antoinette, and shout out to Antoinette because she checked on me this week too. Thank you, girl. Antoinette said somebody called her Megan the Smollett. No, oh my God, I like that hair fleur. But I missed you too, Antoinette. Babe, oh my God, I missed you. How you shrinking, Sharon, girl? I missed all of y'all down the rabbit hole. Hey, girl. Shout out to Clapback for becoming a member, and we got somebody else that became a member too. Shout out to you too. I love you too. Oh my goodness. So yes, Pegasus. Girl, Pegasus. Girl, you know what Pegasus is. So Pegasus and Kelsey was fighting in a car. Y'all. They was fighting in the car. And I feel like Pegasus, I feel like Kelsey whipped your ass in that car. Let's keep it real. Girl, when Tory got out that car seat and got on top of that car and was doing all that shit up there, doing all this stupid ass shit. Girl, Pegasus, Kelsey whipped your ass in that car. She showed it. She showed it. And then you started to get the best of her a little bit because y'all was fighting. Y'all was fist fighting because both of y'all look like some beat up hoes on the side of that road when the police got them. So I'm going to need you two bitches to tell the truth because now, Kelsey, girl, I used to like you. And you talking about some shooting back, you know, and all of this stuff. And you keep putting up subliminals. Girl, shut your ass up. I'm like, I can't believe this shit. So allegedly, Kelsey had gunshot residue on her hands. Tory tested negative and so did Pegasus. Okay? And so did Pegasus. So since they, who shot you? Pegasus, look at me. Now, girl, we got enough going on with Gay Smollett. Nah, he ain't got all these white people and shit up in court. They trying to get him 20 years and all of this shit. And not dog, girl. Human years in motherfucking jail. So Pegasus and Kelsey got some explaining to do, okay? From what I gather, Pegasus is very upset about this. Pegasus is upset because she done deleted her IG and all of this. So it's like, girl, why you deleting shit, horse? Guilty much? Guilty much? I'm like, then about y'all hottest, fattest. You hoes go over there and tell Megan to put her IG back over there so I keep coming over there cussing her out. Nah, I've been cussing the girl out all week because she had me fucked up. I've been in her DM, all of that shit. I'm not scared of Partisan. I'm not scared of him. He got muscles. He got muscles. Me too. I'm not scared of your man, girl. Girl, yep, I've been cussing you out all week. All motherfucking week. I've been in Pegasus DM. They said that you is lying. Come over here and let me interview you because I was right about your lying ass, you fucking Pegasus. You mythical creature. I know you see my message. So I've been messaging her all week, calling her a liar. Because she is a liar. She is a liar. So if Tory didn't have any gunshot residue on his hands, Pegasus didn't have any gunshot residue on her hands, Kelsey has gunshot residue on her hand. Who shot you? You tried. So I'm here, flip. Still, I'm gonna put it to you like this, because I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. Hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. Hold up. Hold up. I am not of the done. Hold up. It gets weirder. Tina Snow says, like, I've been shot. This is before she deleted her shit because I was over there cussing her eyes. And she says, like, I've been shot. And the focus of some of these headlines are dismissing that I was attacked with a weapon. Girl, what's the weapon? She forgot the whole A. Look, no weapon. Girl, what is the weapon? Pegasus, what is the weapon? So, she said, with a weapon, whatever the fuck that is. You see, she's still lying, making up words, all that shit. That's what the guilty do. And she said, while I was unarmed, you are always armed when you have hooves. Girl, you are a whole fucking horse. You can hurt somebody going kicking them like this, girl. Kicking them like this, girl. Girl, you can hurt somebody. Girl, you are a walking weapon. You are a weapon, Pegasus. Girl, you tried it with the motherfucking horseshoes, girl. And she said, and they still trying to paint it as a catfight between friends. But then why did your friend have gunshot residue on her hand, girl? Girl, that does not make any sense. You and Kelsey was fighting in the car, girl. You was up in that car, nay, nay, nay. Girl, you was in there cussing her out, girl. And she was cussing you out. And both of y'all was drunk. And then y'all started fighting. And Kelsey started whooping your ass, girl. And then you pulled that gun on Kelsey and Kelsey took it from you, girl. That's what of the happened. That's what of the happened. But I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Okay, hold on. Shout out to Stevie for these $2. Thank you, Stevie, for these $2. Thank you. Yeah, and then, girl, ooh, look, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all, so then I get y'all comments. So I'm about to tell y'all what happened. Y'all listening? Look at me. Is y'all looking at me? Hurry up. Look at me. Okay, y'all look. Okay, so look. Girl, this is what of the happened. Now, making the Pegasus, the gunshot or the bullet fragments that was in her hoof, y'all, they missing. Lord, they missing. How does that happen? How does that happen? Let me find out Jay-Z went in that motherfucking evidence locker and took them bullets. Them bullets fragments. Because where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Shout out to my boy Nisi. Where are the bullet fragments? Girl, they didn't just disappear, Pegasus. So right, Jennifer, just magically, like Lucky Charms, magically delicious. They just magically disappeared. What do you know? So, girl, so the bullets is missing, y'all. So let me tell y'all what happened. Lord, not Jay Prince. Who not Jay Prince? Jay Prince wants to. So let me tell y'all what happened. Because y'all don't know. I figured it out. I figured it out. Okay? That's what happened. So Tory got on top of that car. Aphrodite says, "Hi, Sean. Hi. It's Stereo Ho. Hey, Stereo Ho, girl. Glad to see you are thriving and doing your thing. Love your content and love seeing your channel, seeing what your channel is becoming. Oh, thank you. I love seeing all that stuff too. What do you know, girl? We got something in common. Shout out to Stereo Ho. Hey, girl. Thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat. And shout out to KK for becoming a member. So Erica, I'm about to tell you, girl. Erica, is you listening? Erica, listen. So y'all need to listen to this, okay? So Tory got on top of that car, y'all, and he would shoot that motherfucking gun. Shout out to my boo USN Melanie. Love you, Sean. Love you too, US Melanie girl. Oh, girl, you give me face. You always make my day better by cracking me up. Oh, you guys are so welcome. That's what I say. It's not the same when a bad bitch is not in the game. I get it. But I'm fine. I miss you guys. I love you guys. We'll be live way more next week. I'm gonna try to go live again this weekend. I try to do Sundays for sure. So we'll be live for sure on Sunday. But I love y'all. And thank you. Some of you guys are so sweet. Oh, I need to I love y'all. So thank you. So Tory was shooting that gun. Tory, look, I'm gonna tell the truth. Look, car seat. So Tory was shooting that gun. Okay. And when Tory shot that gun, he did not shoot Pegasus. Okay? He didn't shoot her. He didn't shoot her. He didn't shoot her. And I also feel like Kelsey may have accidentally shot the gun when she got it away from Tory or Megan. Whatever. But I do not believe that Kelsey or Tory shot Pegasus. I don't. I do not believe she was shot. Okay? That Bigfoot, big hoof hole stepped on some glass or some shit in the midst of everything that was going of the own. Okay? Shout out to I Am Hope for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. Oh my God, I love you guys. I did, Taniqua girl. Taniqua girl, you better tell them, girl. I said that shit over there on stereo arguing with Shanati. Shout out to Slums Radio over there arguing with her ass over there, women's rights. Over there arguing with Shanati. She tried it. I do not believe that either one of them shot Pegasus. Okay? Guess what, Stevie? I'm telling you right now, with your $2 sending ass, you is about to find out the truth. Shit, I'm about to tell you. Sit back, Stevie. Talking about we ain't never gonna find out the truth. Yes, I'm about to tell you. Oh my God. Sit back. Shout out to Miss Pooh Bear. Building fun, period. Church. Thank you, Miss Pooh girl. Thank you, girl. No, y'all, cause Stevie tried it, cause I'm about to tell y'all what of the happened. Shit, we talking about we ain't gonna find out. Yes, we is. So shout out to Kate Cuts. She said, SeanDavieWay, bad bitches. Been busy and I miss you. Hashtag hair flip. Oh my God. Oh my God, I miss you guys. Oh my God, I love you guys. So thank you so much for the super chats and stickers and all that stuff. All right. Oh, who loves Stevie? No, we don't. So shout out to my Boots Tip West. So when all of that commotion and stuff was going on, I do believe Tory was shooting that gun. I do believe it. And I do believe with him because the gun was unregistered. So there's even more reason to why I feel like that gun definitely belonged to Tory. Okay? So I will say that. Pegasus and them hooves stepped on some glass while she was outside. Okay? Either that or some glass that burst inside of the car, the vehicle that they were in, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And I do believe that Pegasus had got glass in her motherfucking hoof right underneath her horseshoe. It was some glass in that girl's feet, okay, in front of Pegasus' feet. Shout out to my boo, Miss AT Alien Stan. Shout out to the... I am not about to do this with you. Shout out to my boo, Miss ATL Alien. Yes, well, thank you, girl. So I believe that there was really glass in Megan's foot. I feel that Megan was so distraught when the police got there. It's because of everything that was going on. I mean, you got people waving guns around. Your nigga trying to sleep with everybody. He wasn't buckled in his car seat. That's a ticket. That's the ticket. He was just sitting in the car seat. He wasn't even buckled in. Girl, it was just way too much going on. So when the police got there, yes, Lord. So when the police got there, y'all listening, okay? They was all running amok. Mm-hmm. They was all running the motherfucking amok. So Pegasus never got shot. And the reason what makes me feel that Pegasus never got shot is because why are the fragments gone? That is key evidence against Tory. Okay? With her saying that it's Tory. That is key. Hold on, y'all. I got a burp. And I'm going to do it on camera. Sorry, girls. Excuse me. So, excuse me, niggas. I mean, ladies. Fucking niggas. So, hair flip. So, well, all that was going on, girl. They needed those bullet fragments because it proves that Pegasus was shot. Okay? That's, one of the things that Tory is being charged with. Kelsey is not being charged with anything as of now. She's not being charged with anything. Although there was, gunshot residue allegedly on her hands. I don't understand. This is why it just looks like a cover-up and why it's just so much bad shit going on behind the scenes, girl. It's because, okay, at the beginning of the story, Pegasus said, she told the police when the police got there, before all of this stuff got, whatever. She told the police that there was glass in her foot. The police treated it as a glass injury. The police know what gunshot injuries and stuff like that look like. Even if somebody got grazed by a bullet, anything like that, they know what that looks like, right? So when Pegasus was taken to the hospital, she was treated originally by doctors, nurses down there, see the side now, down at the one of the worst hospitals I hear, allegedly. And she got admitted due to a glass injury. That was, what she got admitted for, right? So then, while Pegasus was there with them big ass feet, they decided that they had to do an emergency surgery, pretty much, because Pegasus said that she had got shot. Okay, she said that I guess the doctor was just like, yeah, girl, you lie, you actually got shot, so we got to do emergency surgery on you so we can remove the fragment. So after that happened, then all of a sudden it turned into, Pegasus got shot. Animal cruelty. It went to an animal cruelty charge. At first, it wasn't an animal cruelty charge. It wasn't that. And then they found out while she was in the hospital, which is so weird because it's like, if you're admitting her, why wouldn't you know that she had bullet fragments in her foot, like as she's being admitted? Why did you have to wait, to find that out? I don't understand what did they do? Do they do like bullet fragment tests on horses or like what? Because like, why didn't you know that she had bullet fragments in her foot upon arrival? Like when you got her back there, did her horse vitals, all of that stuff, and y'all gave her horse tranquilizer to calm her down because she was back there, nay, because she was going crazy, y'all. And the reason she was going crazy is because she couldn't control the narrative, because she cared too much about what people think. Case in point, right in front of you. Absolutely. She cared too much about what people think. So I always said that I felt like Pegasus changed it to her getting shot by a gun, y'all, by changing it till it was a bullet fragment. Always felt like Pegasus changed it to that because she didn't want to be embarrassed. I mean, it's like, girl, your nigga had you at this at Kylie party. He ditched you for her at the party. And then on top of that, he's sleeping with Kelsey. And then on top of that, you and Kelsey fighting and arguing on the side of the road, and all of this weird ass shit. And now you got glass and shit in your foot. You drunk as hell. You don't know nothing that's going on. She was embarrassed because that was the story that was going to be told. I mean, a girl laying on the side of the road, bloody feet, bloody shoes, no Louis Vuitton. That's not funny. Bloody shoes, no Louis Vuitton. She ain't got on no shoes. She got on a bathing suit. She stank. See, embarrassing. So I just always felt like she was embarrassed, so she didn't want to be. So to control the knitter, shout out to Toy the Bossy. I'm getting to see y'all comments. Shout out to everybody for the super stickers and stuff. Sorry if they're flying. The chat is flying. I love you all. So oh girl, let me finish telling y'all because we about to get to your comment, girl. So girl, I always felt that she said it because she was embarrassed. Think about it. If you tell people, let me move this because she don't even need to be on the screen no more. Hold on. So if you tell people that you got shot versus to telling people, that you have some glass in your foot, which one do you think that they're going to feel sorry for you for? With being shot, that's not nothing to play with. That's not nothing to make fun of. That's not nothing that you're going to take that serious. So instead of looking at the stuff that's behind it, you're going to overlook it just because it's just like, oh, she got shot. I hope she's okay. Like, oh, girl, she got shot, girl. Girl, oh my goodness, no. A girl that shot the girl. So, ooh, girl that shot her. So, you don't hear flip. So it's like you hear that. You're not really, all you gonna want to know is why and who did it, type of situation. But if you come forward like I was at this party with this nigga that I keep lying to y'all, telling y'all that I'm not with, although I'm with this nigga the whole time. I go to a party with him to this white girl house, and then he over there trying to sleep with the white girl. And girl, it's embarrassing. Like she didn't want to let y'all know that Kylie was about to take her nigga. So, and then on top of that, it's embarrassing because her best friend is sleeping with her nigga. She didn't want to tell y'all that. She didn't want to tell y'all all that. Why y'all think she keep getting pressed? Talking about them. What she said? She said, like I've been shot, and the focus of the headlines are dismissing that I was attacked with a weapon, while I was unarmed and trying to paint it as a cat fight between friends. This is the problem. She don't want these type of headlines. She don't want these type of headlines. She wants y'all to be like, look, she was messing with this nigga Tory. He's super controlling. He got short nigga syndrome because he ride around in the car seat still. And because he ride around in the car seat still drinking on a motherfucking sippy cup. He still can't get at most of the rides at Disneyland and Valley Fair and Six Flags. And girl, she don't let this short ass nigga shoot her. Okay. So she had to turn it into an animal cruelty charge. She was not about to just let y'all do her. So shout out to Toya the Bossy. She says Megan kicked that window out trying to get. Girl, you better shut your mouth and keep on talking. Trying to kick that window out to get away from Desperado Kelsey. Kelsey was being attacked by the Tiny Tot and his ski. Ooh, Lord. Had to bust her gun. Girl, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Toya the Boss, girl. Big died. Big die. Thank you for the super sticker. Big die. Felicia says, Sean, I love you so much. Brooklyn all day. Mwah. Oh my God, I love you too. Girl, she tried it. Now, I would have said that she kicked out the window. I don't think that. I think that gun was shot in the vehicle. And with, how loud guns are, or how close it could have been shot to the window, that the glass burst. And her and Kelsey was in there fighting. She needs to go ahead and tell the truth. Because this is the thing with Pegasus. Pegasus cannot speak much on this. Shout out to Bring the Mess. She said, let's get them likes up. Hey, Sean Boo, hair flip. Hair flip. Thank you, sweetie. Because this is what I'm not about to do. Pegasus does not know what happened to her. Okay, this fucking horse keep running around here trying to talk and she can't. Pegasus, you were too intoxicated. You don't fully know what happened to you. You remember little glimmers and stuff of the nights, girl. Little highlights are what you have. You don't fully know what happened to you. You don't know. You don't. I do believe that Pegasus remembers hearing gunshots, and things in that nature. I think that that's when she correlated the 2 and 2, because I still don't believe that she was shot. I don't. Because this is just way too messy. Most of this shit coming to court, you would think would make more sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's just like it's getting worse. Like every time somebody speaks, we just get more confused. That's why I got to do a surviving on, so I can really sit and look at everything and then like break it down and put it, together. But from what I gather, Pegasus was not shot. Girl, you weren't shot, girl. Fucking horse. She wasn't shot at all. And I do believe that Tory was shooting that gun. I do. And I do believe that he begged Kelsey and Pegasus not to say anything. I do. Because he's on probation. So, I mean, that's automatic. You go in jail. Having a weapon, especially one that is unregistered. And it makes even more sense, once again, for Tory to have an unregistered weapon because he is on probation. He can't register a weapon in his name. Like, he can't do that. So I do believe, like I said, I do. I believe that Tory was shooting that gun. I do. Mm-hmm. I do. I believe he was shooting it. I don't give a fuck what he says. I believe that he was shooting that gun. And I believe that Kelsey may have shot it either on accident or, I don't know, to prove a point or to let him know that, you may be out here shooting guns and shit, but we ain't scared of you. Hair flip. Tory didn't have gun residue. Tory didn't have the residue from the gunshot. Here's the thing. Pegasus also, we don't know where her bullet fragments is either. When this all first happened, they said nobody had gun residue on their hands. Not even Kelsey, girl. Not even Kelsey. Now all of a sudden, Kelsey had gunshot residue on her hand. They didn't say that before. I mean, it would make sense to why Kelsey was so quiet. But they never said that Kelsey had gun residue on her hands. They never said anything like that. They never said that. Why would Tory take accountability for the unregistered weapon? Because it was his, girl. Girl, that was his gun. Now, did he shoot anybody? I don't think he did. I don't. But that was his gun. That was his gun. Girl, don't come in here with these eyes. I was just talking about your ass earlier. About how me and you have to hoop and holler at each other on stereo about this shit. Hey, Slums, girl. That's my boo, y'all. My boo Shanati. So he had an unregistered gun. He did. And he took accountability for the gun. That's what he's being charged for. I believe that Tory took accountability for the gun because it belonged to him. Tory never took accountability for shooting Pegasus. He never did because he didn't do it. He didn't shoot her. I don't believe he did. I mean, where's the proof stating that he did? And then what makes it worse is that the bullet fragments that would have been key evidence against Tory are now gone. It's like Pegasus. Why would you get rid of something that's going to help you prove that Tory did this to you? Like, that should be the last thing she's trying to do, is get rid of evidence that can help her. It's not like this evidence is going to work, like the bullet fragments is going to work against her. The only way the bullet fragments would have worked against the Pegasus, girl, is if they weren't in her foot. Why get rid of that? That's your smoking, literal, like smoking gun. Having these bullet fragments. I was shot. This person did it. She said Tory shot her arm multiple times before lying for him for how long? Was Megan lying for Tory? Saying that Tory, never stating that, Tory shot her or anything like that. And then she finally came forward and stated that it was Tory after, rappers and shit started making fun of her. False reports needs to be filed on Peggy Big Dot, because I believe this has a lot to do with this whole Justice Smollett. I believe, Jessica, that Tory is innocent of shooting Megan. I do not believe she's gonna have to prove it at this point. Like we've been saying. I mean, most content creators have been saying this for a very long time. Blogs, all of that. Like at this point, Pegasus, you have to prove it. Because girl, this shit is way too messy. Like it shouldn't be this messy. When somebody shot you, it's just simply somebody shot you. This is where we were. This is why they were angry. Blah blah blah. And boom. It explains itself. It's more self-explanatory, than anything. But this is not adding up. It's just not adding up. Oakland Barbie says the great thing is not a he say, she say. There were two other people in that car. I want to see what they got to say. I want to see what Kelsey got to say, especially because she's always running around with these subliminals and whatnot. And come to find out, she's the only one that tested positive for gunshot residue on her hands. But even with Kelsey testing positive for gunshot residue on her hands, here's the thing. What does that prove? Because Kelsey's on a probation. She's not. So technically, she can have a gun. She's not supposed to be shooting one or nothing like that. It does need to be registered. But Tory took accountability for the unregistered weapon. Okay? So with that same weapon that is unregistered, that is allegedly the weapon that shot Pegasus, because we said this from back in the day, either that gun that they found was the one that shot her, and if it wasn't, since they said, because they said that the gun wasn't even shot, that nobody shot the gun, it wasn't hot, nothing like that, you know, and whatnot. Basically, it was fully loaded, you know, and whatnot. So it's like, okay, well then where's the second weapon? You know, because we're like, well then obviously somebody else had another gun. You know, like, I mean, there had to be another gun. If this isn't a gun that shot, you know, Pegasus, then where is it? You know, like, where's this other weapon? Did they like throw it down the drain or what? Because you got this fucking horse going through the neighborhood talking about some you know, all through the motherfucking neighborhood. Girl, the police and the white people call police. Shout out to Curola's Life, my girl. She said, I gotta send you love every time I catch a live. Glad you feel better. Keep us laughing, love. I absolutely will. Shout out to Curola's Life. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys are so sweet. I love you guys to pieces. You have no idea how much all of your support helps me. Like, y'all say I help y'all, know y'all help me. So once again, thank you all. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much, Curola's Life. And so I'm just saying, I don't believe that Kelsey or car seat, Tory Lanez, I don't believe that they shot her. I don't. I don't. I really don't. There's nothing proving that Tory or Kelsey shot Pegasus, especially with Pegasus getting, hey, Daryl. Oh my goodness. Hey, Daryl. Oh my God, I love him. So y'all, there's no proof, especially with the gunshot, the bullet fragments. Gone, girl. Where's the bullets? Oh, where's the bullets? Sean, look into Carl Crawford wife dying. Oh Lord, yes, I will look into that. I will. Shout out to Mob Radio, because I remember Millie. She did a big expose on the whole, you know, Carl Crawford and his wife, because I was listening to it like consistently. With Millie from Mob Radio. So y'all go check her out too, because she has a lot on that case, and she connected Megan to it as well. So shout out to Millie from Mob Radio. That's my girl, y'all. Is it Tashit? I do not. Tashina? I heard the audio on Expressive Channel. I was gonna go watch her video. Shout out to the Expressive Channel as well, because I love the Expressive Channel. So Impressive Channel. So I said Expressive. Impressive Channel. Love her. I was gonna go look into that, watch that video, I should say. Simone says the two people left in the car, one works for him and the other is mad at Megan because of him. I think he did it. Why would she not want the fragments? They have mysteriously disappeared. No, girl, ain't nothing mysterious about that. Girl, that's deliberately disappeared. Because those fragments could have been disappeared. Why wait till while the trial is going on, you know, and whatnot? And then all of a sudden, you know, now the fragments are gone. What? I would be pissed. Like, I'd be like, oh no, we ain't moving until y'all find the motherfucking fragments. I'm not going back to court until y'all find the fragments, because that's the police department. They keep that stuff in evidence, and their evidence lockers and whatnot. There's no reason that they should be gone. Shout out to my boo Simone. I don't think Pegasus was shot. This is the problem with the fragments being gone. It's the only thing that can connect her being shot. The only thing. Because there's no other witness testimony that Pegasus got shot by Tory, by any other people in the vehicle. The bodyguard never said that Tory shot her, and Kelsey never said that Tory shot her. The only person that said that Tory shot Megan was Pegasus. And here's the thing. Pegasus was extremely intoxicated. Extremely intoxicated. So she's not remembering much from what happened. Shout out to Captivating Christian. Hey, Captivating Christian. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to him. I'm just saying, like, I just really just don't feel that way. I really just don't feel that way. So I really just don't. I don't feel that. Because why wouldn't Kelsey? Because Kelsey has to speak, and the bodyguard has to speak too. You know, they're both, you know, going to be giving their statements and whatnot, and we know what happened. So with that being said, I really don't feel like Kelsey's gonna go up there and state that Tory shot her. I don't feel that way. They probably will dismiss. And if they do, Tory better sue the dog shit out this motherfucking horse. He sure better. Tory, sue Pegasus for everything that fucking horse is worth. I want the farm, the horseshoes, old McDonald, the cows and pigs and shit. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. Got a ball every time I come and talk to y'all. I want a new car seat. Tory, get you a new bike with some what you call them? Trainer wheels, blinged out trainer wheels, all of that, Tory. Get you a new big wheel. I want all of them. This bitch talk about some, she about to open up old folks' homes and shit like that. Get the old folks' homes and all of that shit, Tory. Get party. She'll sue for his ass. Take her for everything she worth. Shit, I know I would. Tory, get you a new car seat, crib, a playpen. Get you all that shit, Tory. Yes. Sue the fuck out this horse. I think he should. He should sue the dog shit out of her. This girl, it has ruined this man's career. All over him being a hoe. All over him being a thought. Like, this shit is crazy. All because she didn't want to be embarrassed because he's a hoe. Girl, you should have thought about all that shit before you picked him up at daycare. Girl, I told her to stop letting Kelsey babysit. Ooh, I'm trying to tell y'all. I've been told Pegasus, stop letting Kelsey babysit him. Kelsey sitting over there fucking on that boy. Sitting over there sleeping with him, girl. My God. Girl, she sat over there and let Kelsey babysit. Then she started sleeping with him. He said it in them videos and all of that stuff. After he released that little album, after all of this, because he tried to ride the wave, and he did that video. And in the video, it was two friends that he was sleeping with. Duh. So, I mean, clearly, he was sleeping with the both of them. So, now, and I'm not going to say that Pegasus found out, because a lot of people are trying to say, especially Transrena Kibi, her bald-headed crumb-having ass, she was trying to make it seem like Kelsey found out, that Pegasus found out about Kelsey and Tory at Kylie's house. I'm like, why the fuck would that come up there? Like, Pegasus sitting there like, you see that bitch over there you see this bitch trying to fuck my man. Yeah, we need to go, because I'm about to fuck her up. I'm about to fuck this shit, girl. Draw the boat. Draw the boat, Kelsey. Babysit him. Watch him while I beat this bitch up and her motherfucking friends, because y'all know Megan is a big old bitch. So Megan like, I'm about to beat your motherfucking ass, Kylie. And then Kylie said, nah. After I kick your ass, I may just do you how Junior did Ebony. Now, after I kick your ass, I might just do you like Junior did Ebony. You know. So Pegasus jumped up out that motherfucking pool. Pegasus jumped up out that pool, girl. And here, flip. Pegasus jumped up out that pool, and Kylie and them saw it. Kylie's like, oh my God, black girls. You know, so Kylie and her friends, they ran them. They left her because Pegasus was like, she's gotta eat me. Like, Pegasus was about to eat her. Pegasus was in that water like, staring at Kylie. And she start, you know how horses do this when they start kicking their feet back like bulls, girl. And she was about to get her. Listen to me, telling y'all the truth. So here, flip. And so she was about to get Kylie. So Kelsey came over there like, girl, chill out, girl. Take some of this horse feed. Like, girl, chill out, girl. That's why you doing all this, girl, because, girl, you ain't got nothing on your stomachs. Like, girl, you try to eat some of this motherfucking horse feed. Girl, like, girl, you always acting up over this nigga. Girl, you always acting up over this nigga. Like, girl, chill out. Like, why'd you have his so mad? And then Pegasus told her, like, girl, she's trying to fuck on my nigga. And then Kelsey, like, yo, nigga. Like, nah, girl, that's our nigga. Like, girl, let him. We both fucking him. I mean, why can't she? I mean, was she trying to date him or is she trying to sleep with him? Like, what's going on? So that's not what happened. It's not. I think that Kelsey saw what Megan saw when it came to Kylie. And I feel like Kelsey had Pegasus back. You know, so Kelsey, you was really looking stupid. So it's just like, although both of us sleeping with him, you know, our toddler, our car seat, like she got us fucked up. Girl, I'm already fucking on them with you. I'm not about to be fucking on them with this white bitch. Like, oh, fuck this hoe. Fuck her. So, girl, so they both was about to beat up Kylie. And here flip. So Kylie and her friends, they left because they don't want to fight black girls. So, and I never fought a horse before either. So I cannot imagine all that horsepower that Pegasus got, bitch. So they was interrupting the party and making the neighborhood very ghetto. Is what they were doing. Okay, very bougetto. All right, bougie ghetto, bougetto. So they was ruining the neighborhood. All right, shout out to Pierre Parker. Girl. So girl. So why this is the truth. So as they was leaving, because Kelsey was like, girl, come on. Girl, let's leave. Like, girl, they already want us to leave because people kept telling them, like, look, y'all gotta go. Pegasus is over there loud and shit. WAP is not out yet. We did not know that she was cool with Cardi. Like, we know none of that. She don't matter. Beyonce not here. She ain't singing Savage remix. Girl, Beyonce's not here. So, girl, we don't really like you. Girl, we don't really like you. We like Beyonce. So you're not really famous to us. So, you're like borderline. You tried it. So they wanted them to leave. And Pegasus was like, y'all got me fucked up. I'm not going nowhere. So Pegasus wanted to stay. Pegasus was like, no, I'm not leaving until I beat this bitch up. How she can try to sleep with my nigga in front of me? Okay. Not knowing this whole time that her friends sleeping with him too, bitch. Okay. So after they left, I feel like once Pegasus started to see how, because all of them was arguing. All three of them was arguing, right? That's what happened. All three of them was arguing. And then when they was arguing, Pegasus started to pay attention that she like, wait a minute. Y'all arguing like, wait a minute, is you fucking him? Because this is a different type of argument. This is not what the So then that made them get into an even bigger argument. So I feel like if Pegasus found out about Tory and Kelsey, it was during while they were leaving. I don't feel like she found out about it at the party. She found out about Kylie at the party, with Tory and Kylie sitting there flirting with each other in front of Pegasus. Okay. I think the Kelsey and Tory part exploded after, like while they were gone, like when they left, when they were going to leave. Okay. So that didn't happen there. That happened after. So it was just this big, just a mess. Okay. So it's just a big old mess. So once, they started to leave and whatnot, Pegasus was drunk and uncontrollable. She drives the boat. Okay. She's an alcoholic stallion. All right. She's a Pegasus that drink too much. She always driving a boat and she don't discriminate when it comes to liquor. She drink everything. Darks, lights, everything. So, hair flip. So, I think that Kelsey didn't know that Pegasus and or Tory Lanez, I don't think that she knew that they were together. I think that she thought that maybe they fooled around, messed around a couple times. So I do think a lot was found out after leaving, You know, I think that because they saying shit to each other. You know, Kelsey said something. Tory probably said some slick shit like, "Girl, shut the fuck up. I just fucked you this morning after you changed my diaper. I fucked you." You know, all of that. And then Pegasus, like after she changed her, nay. Oh, you slept with her? What? Shout out to Key Love. She said she graduates today. Congratulations, Key Love. Congratulations, sweetie. Congratulations. Oh, shout out to her, y'all. Y'all say y'all congratulate Key girl. So then nobody had time for that. So hair flip. So they start arguing and all of that shit. Tory got mad because I feel like Kelsey and Pegasus was ganging up on him at one point because both of them just found out that they both sleeping with this toddler. And they weren't too happy about that. So with them not being happy about it all, they start fighting. And I think that it got physical between Kelsey and Pegasus. I feel like things got very physical. And in the process, Tory was on top of that car shooting that damn gun or wherever he was. He was on top of something because he's short. So he was on top of that girl. She was shooting that gun. And Pegasus got injured. So with him shooting that gun, he don't know if it was ricochet. He didn't know what it was. So he was freaking out. He was like, oh shit. Because he wasn't freaking out too bad because that gun was being shot. Somebody was shooting that damn gun. Whether Tory or Kelsey. One of them was shooting that motherfucking gun. All of them were intoxicated. Pegasus got to stop acting like she knew exactly what was going on that night. You do not remember, girl. You were the cause of the drama. You just don't remember why the drama got as bad as it got. Okay? And then for you to go here and lie on Tory and state that you... And I believe that she lied on Tory because, like I said, Pegasus didn't want to look bad. She cares about her image. She cares about how people view her. She's trying to be like the Beyonce that raps. One thing about Beyonce is going to protect her image. We still wondering what the fuck happened on that elevator between her, Solange, and motherfucker Jay-Z. Now, we can guess, but we don't know. We can guess, but we don't know. Because Beyonce cares about her image. Jay-Z cares about his image. You know, they care about how they are portrayed. Okay? They care about that stuff. So, and they're upper echelon. You know, they deal with a lot of the billionaires and, you know, and stuff like that. They're shaking hands with people we don't shake hands with. When you going around and people saying that you sleeping with this man and your best friend sleeping with this man too, and then both of y'all got into a fist fight and then it was shooting and then you lied about being shot, you know, and all of this shit. That's a lot. That's not something too many people want to carry. You don't want to carry that type of burden, you know, of having people talk about you in that regard. Like, look at everything that's going on with Smollett, gay Smollett. That don't nobody want that. Like, if you're a star, you're a celebrity, you don't want people speaking of you in that realm. You don't want people saying, oh, well, you're a liar, you this, you're that. You don't want that because people aren't going to want to work with it. You know, who's about to hire Jussie Smollett to do a damn thing for them? Yeah, there's no producers, there's no Hollywood directors or anybody that's looking to hire a Smollett. Okay? Even to the point where even like his brothers and sisters, the one that act like Journey, you know, she's an actress, Journey Smollett. There's a lot of people that's not even going to want to deal with her, you know, because of everything that her brother has done. Not even her. Like, she didn't even go shout out to Bell Nix. They called CPS on for child neglect. Girl, they did. That's why she fired on Kelsey in that back seat. Mm-hmm. That's why she punched Kelsey, because Kelsey called CPS on her. You are right. You right. How come the bodyguard didn't stop it? I do think the bodyguard stopped it as much as he could. I just feel like it was a lot going on. And honestly, I feel like the bodyguard may have been drinking too. It was just a laid back night, and them supposed to be hanging out at a pool party. You know, it's a very high chance that he could have been drinking too. So not to say that he was, you know, drunk, but he could have definitely been inebriated or buzzed, you know, and whatnot. You know, so I mean that it's a very high chance. All I know is, Sean, do you remember the bodyguard audio? No, Sean. What yes. Yeah. I do remember his audio, but his audio never stated that who shot who. That's what we need to know. We need to know who allegedly shot Pegasus. Because from what it's looking like with Tory did not shoot her. I'm just saying from where I'm feeling, Tory didn't shoot that girl. I just don't feel that way. I don't feel like Tory shot her. And I'm not going to say, because the reason why I don't feel like Tory shot her or Kelsey shot her is because I don't believe she was shot at all. I just don't believe she was shot at all. Shout out to Pink Unicorn, my boo. Oh, Pink Unicorn, I love you. I love you. Shout out to my boo, Pink Unicorn. I love you, sweetie. Thank you for the super sticker, Pink Unicorn. Angelique says Tory bust the cap thinking that would get them to chill out. Could be very true. Could be true. But it also could have been Kelsey. Because Kelsey had gunshot residue. And that's another thing we have to take into consideration. Remember, forever, forever. When this first broke out, nobody tested positive for gun residue. Nobody, buddy. Nobody tested positive for it. So now all of a sudden, Kelsey tested positive for gun residue. Excuse me, ladies, fuck you niggas. Who was driving? From what I gather, wasn't it the bodyguard? Wasn't it the bodyguard? Wasn't the bodyguard? Because I feel like, isn't that why he wasn't really saying anything? Because that's why I said maybe he was drinking a little bit. You know, he didn't want to, you know, he was nervous. He didn't want to get himself caught up. Because from what I gathered, I thought the bodyguard was driving. Because didn't the bodyguard pull over, like, once all of the commotion started to break out in the back of the car? I thought the bodyguard was driving, from what I gathered. That's why I thought, well, maybe was he drinking a little bit? Because, I mean, you just don't remember anything. Kelsey don't remember anything. Pegasus don't remember anything. Oh, no, melanated talent. Tory was driving. At first, because the second time when they had got pulled, when they had got actually pulled, or I think Tory drove when they left, and then because Megan says that after Tory allegedly shot her, that she was out there crawling, basically, you know, like on the ground, and we're not in a neighborhood, but that's not where they were found. But no, because Tory kept driving, didn't he? Because remember when they hold on, let me pull this up because I remember. Well, I don't know if I should pull it up, but I remember on on TMZ when they showed the police pulling them over. Wasn't Tory on the driver's side? I could have sworn Tory was on the driver's side. Hold on, let me see. I could have sworn Tory on the driver's side. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna pull that up. In a minute. But wasn't he on the driver's side? I could have sworn he was. Okay, I could have sworn Shantry says yes. I could have sworn Tory was on the driver's side of the vehicle when the police were pulling them over. And Pegasus, you know, was like assisted, you know, because she was already on the ground, wasn't she? Pegasus? Because she was like hopping. And then she sat down because she was bleeding from her feet. So, ooh, girl. Shout out to the Big Red Show. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Big Red. Thank you so much, sweetie. So, Melanated says yes. Okay. Two persuades of like, ooh. She like, wait a minute. Hold on. Working with a monster. Is it Tai? Says Loki, I heard Kelsey shot the ground and Tory grabbed from her. Could be very plausible because she's the one who had gunshot residue on her hand. Not Tory. So, but even with that being said, even if Kelsey shot the gun towards the ground and the fragment from the bullet got in to Kelsey's foot, even if that did happen, why did Pegasus say that she had glass in her foot? You know, although, you know, Pegasus at the beginning, she tried to make it seem like, oh, we all black, guns and shit involved. You know how that go. I'm like, well, Pegasus, why are you saying y'all black like y'all not doing illegal shit? That doesn't have anything to do with being black. I'm like, what does that have to do with being black? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Y'all out here doing illegal shit, shooting weapons, drunk driving, all type of shit. So you weren't nervous because you were black. You were nervous because y'all was doing a lot of illegal shit. Is why you were nervous. Let's keep it real. Black don't mean illegal. Black don't mean prison. Black don't mean bad. Like, it doesn't mean that. So it doesn't mean like these people were going to automatically assume basically a car full of celebrities, you know, we're black. What? The Truman Show says they couldn't tell in the ER it needed a bandage. I said the same thing. I really don't understand why the doctors and nurses, the first responders, too, on the scene, because they were first responders, they did get her, pretty much, like the ambulance, first responder help, and police are first responders as well. None of them stated that Pegasus was shot. All of them stated glass injury. Shout out to Belnick. She says Tory was driving his power. I cannot. Shout out to Bell. Shout out to my boo Banter Babe. She says Pegasus tried to do a ritual on Kelsey. Like, she did her parents. You think so, girl? Banter Babe, girl, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Girl, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Roz said, regardless, Tory is nothing to be fighting. And a lot of people are trying to put a lot on Tory and trying to make it seem like, oh, Tory must have, and all of this. Oh, he must be real good in the bed, and all of that. I don't necessarily think it was that. I think it's more so for cloud chase. Honestly, before this whole situation with Tory and this alleged shooting and whatnot between Tory and Pegasus, Tory was popping. Tory was one of the biggest artists like coming up. He's a really big artist, everything he touched damn near turned platinum, so I think it was more so cloud. I think it's more so cloud, honestly. I really don't think it has anything to do with anything sexual. I feel like Kelsey was trying to make a name for herself by connecting herself to certain people. Kelsey, I'm just keep it true. You really look like a clout chaser within the situation. And Pegasus has always been a clout chaser. Pegasus ain't got no loyalty. And she don't have no loyalty because, I don't have no fight in a Cardi B, Nicki situation. I love both women. I love them both. I have no issue with that, but I do feel like that was some fake ass shit. What Pegasus did. Like, I do. I feel like that was very fake. I don't feel like she had a conversation with Nicki before working with Cardi, or anything like that. I do feel like she could have at least reached out to Miss Onika and be like, look, girl, love you down. I have this big opportunity coming and I really don't want you to feel no type of way, because it's not like that. This is more so of a business thing, because I feel like that's what that bitch Pegasus went and told Cardi. And Nicki was just, that was business, it really didn't have anything to do, because if she would have never got that feature from Nicki, she would have never got no feature from Cardi. And I'm not saying that she wouldn't have got the feature from Cardi because Cardi didn't want to work with her. I just feel like Hot Girl Summer and stuff like that was really helping her, with Beyonce and then Nicki, she's really catapulting. So, why wouldn't Cardi want to jump on that bandwagon? Especially with no sophomore album that has dropped yet, Pegasus name's really big, why not? So shout out to Cardi because it ain't no sweat off her back. She ain't doing anything. She just like, look, I need to keep the people fed. I need to feed my fans. You've been doing a good job feeding yours, girl. You want to work together. So here flip. So there was no beef between them. So, but I do feel like Pegasus has no loyalty. I don't feel like Pegasus is a loyal person. I think Pegasus will drop one for the next immediately. I really do. I really do. Cardi could beef with the artist right now, right? Say a new artist comes up, catapults, like an Erica Banks. Erica Banks is doing a really good job. Shout out to Erica Banks. Really like her, really enjoy her music. From what we know, Erica ain't got no problem with Megan, but it seems as if Pegasus has a problem with Erica. I don't feel like, with Cardi, like say Cardi wanted to do something with Erica. I don't feel like Cardi would be doing that like to piss Megan off. I feel like, Megan and Cardi are cool. But if somebody was beefing with Cardi and I don't think Pegasus would care because she don't have any loyalty. She just work with that person, like just to do it, type of situation. Pegasus has always been that type of person. As soon as Rock Nation took interest in her, she gave the middle finger to Carl. And what is it? The real one, how you say it? With them. She could care less. There's no loyalty there. Like I don't care. These people are going to get me to where I'm trying to get to. So it's the same thing. I feel that Megan was dating Tory to elevate. I don't feel like she was dating Tory because she actually liked him. I think that's why it was so easy for her to dispose of him. Megan never did no song stating how she had feelings for Tory, and she was, the situation was messed up. Tory sounded like he was in love with Megan. If you go listen to that album before they made him get rid of it, it sounded like he really did have feelings for her at one point. He's still a nothing ass nigga, for cheating on her allegedly or sleep with her friend, and whatnot. But still at the same time, I do feel that there was real feelings there. With Pegasus, I don't feel like it ever was. And case in point, I feel like Pegasus changed the story in the hospital. How you tell the doctors that you got shot? No, that's something the doctors are going to tell you. That's something the doctors are going to tell you. I feel that Pegasus switched her story inside of that hospital. I do. And told them once she saw, because TMZ and everybody had already been posting and showing that she hopping, bloody feet, all of this in the bathing suit. It's very embarrassing. All of this stuff that's going on. It's embarrassing. It's unnecessary. I just feel like, she dropped her loyalty right there in the hospital. Like, yeah, no, fuck him, because my career come first. He shot me. I actually got shot. Can y'all actually look into my feet and blah, 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 blah. There's no loyalty when it comes to Pegasus. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Because how you coming into that, I just don't understand how the first responders, police officers, the nurses that admitted you, the doctor that came and seen you, how do all of these people overlook the fact that you have a bullet fragments in your foot? I really don't get that. That's something they're going to know immediately. They're going to know what type of weapon it was. At first, it was, and then they said the weapon was an automatic weapon that shot Pegasus. Come on, y'all. We got to think. They said the weapon that allegedly shot her was an automatic weapon, semi-automatic weapon. Okay. So if a semi-automatic weapon shot her, the gun that they found inside of the vehicle underneath Tory car seat, and they said it was smoking, it was hot, all of that shit. That's not a semi-automatic weapon. That's not a semi-automatic weapon. What is it, like a revolver or something that they found? It's not a semi-automatic weapon. Yeah. Semi-automatic weapons continue, so you pull the trigger and it just keeps shooting. Mm-hmm. A revolver, you have to literally make it shoot. You got to keep pulling the trigger in order for bullets to keep dispersing. That's not a semi-automatic weapon that they found. Are we just going to overlook those things? That doesn't make sense. She wasn't shot by a revolver. She wasn't. She was shot by a semi-automatic weapon. States the doctor. Is what the doctor stated. Not her. She didn't state that she was shot by no semi-automatic weapon. She didn't say that. She didn't. So the doctors told her that. Mind you, the doctors told her that the next day. So y'all just put a bandage wrap around bullet fragments in her foot? And then decide like, oh, hey, we should probably remove that before you leave. Because you know you're shot, right? What? There's no malpractice. There's no misdiagnosis. There's none of that. I find that weird. There's none of that. None of it. I'm telling y'all, it's something clean in this water. Fine, I'll say it says, even though Tory wasn't buckled into his car seat, he didn't shoot that girl. I agree. I think she has to prove it in my mind. And like I said, I don't feel like somebody that got injured by somebody should literally have to prove that they were injured. But if you're not gonna lie about things, then you do have something to prove. You do. You know, you coming forward telling your truth out the gate. No, I don't feel like you should have to prove anything. You know, besides the fact that you know what you know, this is what happened. You stick to your story and you go from there. Megan changed her story too many times, especially when this incident first happened. Her story changed every time she came live. She went from protecting him to stating that he did it, to stating that Black women aren't being protected. She's running around talking about Breonna Taylor this, Breonna Taylor that, doing promo commercials for Protect Black Women and all of this stuff. And then as soon as she gets certain collaborations and starts working with certain artists, she completely forgets everything that she's been, you know, advocating for. It should still be Protect Black Women. It should still be those things. Megan didn't really start getting upset until like other rappers started to make fun of her. Other rappers in the industry. It's what really was pissing her off. And her being victim shamed, allegedly, by these other rappers, you know, and stuff like that. You know, it seemed that she was more upset about that than Tory. It was like she was mad at everybody but Tory. She got all this energy for Kelsey. You know, she cussing her out, shading her, subbing her in songs, all of this shit. All of it. She did everything in her power to get Tory's album taken down, to get those videos that he did, letting the public know that he was sleeping with both of those women. She did everything in her power, you know, to get all that stuff taken away. Why? Who the fuck gets to attack their attacker? Because that's what she was doing, attacking the person that she feels attacked her. But how did he attack her? Did he shoot you? Or did he cheat on you? Which one happened? Because I feel like a lot of people are confused and they're going to stay that way because there's a lot of lies. Nobody's confused by the truth. People are usually confused by lies because you have to lie so many more times to cover it up. That's what makes things so messy, to where people are just like, you know what, I don't even care anymore. You know? That's when you know it's a lot of lies. When you get to the point where you're like, you know what, I don't even care. I don't care. I didn't care, girl. Like, because this is just too much. Like, girl, this is too much. Too much. Kayla said, I'm glad she graduated. That's a good look. I'm glad she graduated from that veterinarian farm she was at too, girl. I'm glad she did too. Good for her. It took her 6 years. I just really don't understand that aspect. So as far as I'm concerned, Tory did not shoot Megan. He didn't. And that's why Tory ain't deleted his IG. Tory ain't online cussing people out, besides the fact he's saying like, no, it's more y'all need to explain. Y'all tried it. But Tory ain't on here cursing people out. That's not what he's doing. Tory's not on here deleting his social media, you know, and all of that because he's upset that the narrative isn't going how he wants it. Because this isn't helping anybody. You know, the bullet fragments is gone. It still doesn't prove that Tory didn't shoot her, when Tory still technically the gun belonged to him. But Kelsey was the only one that had a positive gunshot residue test. The bodyguard still has not said, you know, his piece yet. Kelsey still has not said her piece yet. Megan stated that Tory shot her and then she was crawling away. And, you know, none of that makes sense. None of that makes sense. Because being shot, even with fragments, especially if they're going inside of you, how hot they are and how fast bullets move, Megan wouldn't have wanted to walk. So for her to be hopping around and all of that, that's glass. That's more so of a glass injury to me, because she had never been shot before. So allegedly, with that bullet going in her foot, the fragments, bursting and going into her foot, you're not gonna want to walk. Shout out to the 1,000 people in the chat right now. Shout out to the 1K. I gotta love you guys. So you're not gonna want to walk. You're not gonna want to do any of those things. You just want to lay until the police or ambulance get there. Because you don't know what it is. Like, did you actually get shot? Is it just fragments? Like, you don't know really what's going on, especially if you've never been shot. How can you sit down and look and be like, oh, well, it's just a fragment. You didn't actually shoot me. It's just that you don't know. So you hear a weapon, and in hearing that weapon, you feel pain. You're shot. Okay. You sit your happy ass down until the ambulance or the police get there. Because she didn't get allegedly shot, at that. And she said she had text messages. If y'all remember when this first happened, Pegasus had text messages, and she was putting out the messages to other people and having other blogs post these messages of Tory texting her either the same night or the next morning, stating how sorry he was. Okay. Tory never said, I'm sorry for shooting you. He never said anything about a shooting her. If I just got into an argument with you and you and your best friend done fell out and you done cussed Kyla out, all that's my fault. All that's because of me. So with him saying, I'm sorry, it could have been for multiple reasons. How does bitch trying to put this message of him saying, I'm sorry, of he's apologizing for shooting me, y'all? No. You tried it. We don't know what he was saying he was sorry for. He could have been saying he's sorry because he didn't, because he peed in the car seat. Who knows? Because we don't know what he was saying he was sorry for. So she was doing everything in her power to push this story as she got shot by Tory. Like, you shouldn't have to push a narrative. Like, it's the truth is the truth. If he shot you, that's it. I don't need to see any text messages or anything like that. I don't need to say that shit for court. Say your story and stick to it. Like I said from jump, I would have rather Pegasus say nothing than come forward and defend the same person she's going to want prosecuted. I just don't get it. I'm not defending somebody I want to go to jail. Maybe she didn't know within that moment that she was going to want him to go to jail. Very plausible. I'm not saying that, but then say nothing at all. Stop coming forward, defending him. And then when he doesn't do the same thing because he knows it's going to make him look bad, especially if he's telling the truth. If Tory's telling the truth, I didn't shoot her, this didn't happen, blah, blah, blah. Why would he defend you? Tory wasn't saying anything. And then when Tory did come forward and say something in that IG live that he did, that big IG live that he did, and everybody was kind of pissed because we feel like he really didn't say much. It's like, okay, you did a whole bunch of talking to say nothing, girl. Because we was pissed. We were like, car seat, little short fucker. Like, yeah, you could have just shut up because you didn't give us much. We wanted some content. This ain't that with your little bald headed ass. So we was pissed. We were so much pissed that he didn't really give us anything. But still at the same time, he didn't come forward defending Pegasus. He didn't come forward doing that. Pegasus did. She came forward multiple times defending Tory. She did that. Tory didn't tell her to do that shit. Rock Nation didn't tell her to do that shit. She did it. That's why I kept telling Megan, like, girl, shut up. Like, girl, if you ain't gonna tell us what happened, girl, just shut the fuck up. Did the police check her? Yes. The police fully checked her injuries. She was hopping in blood. Why would they not? Girl, they checked her. Oh, they checked her. Oh, they checked her. Oh yeah. Hmm. Did anyone check her alcohol level? She was extremely intoxicated. She went live during the party with Kylie Jenner, trashed. Yes, she did. She was in that pool with Kylie, drunk as hell. She was in that pool, trashed. She was very drunk inside of that pool. And you could tell she was very annoyed by Tory during the video because Tory was flirting with Kylie. Mm-hmm. She was very intoxicated. And so was Kelsey. So was Tory. I don't believe alcohol was the only thing at play. Banter says Pegasus shut down quarantine. She sure the fuck did though, Loki. She did shut it down, lay it down, lay it down. She shut it down. And I used to love quarantine radio. Tori over there with them skanks. I used to love her. I like that. I thought he did a good job. Right. Shout out to me. She said 1,000 in the chat. Big dot. Shout out to the 1K in the chat. Fine, I'll say it says the music industry is falling down, falling down. The music industry is falling down on these clowns. It is. I mean, but it's the price of fame. It's the price of staying relevant. If Pegasus, I'm not going to say that she wouldn't be as famous as she is. I do think it took her to another height. I do think it took her somewhere else, with that happening because Tory is a star. It's just like, oh my gosh, she was shot by not some random person on the street. She was shot by a star. Like, what? Think of the Ike and Tina situation. Although a lot of that was exaggerated. Rest in peace, Ike. It made it just that much more interesting because he's a star abusing another star. Whitney and Bobby. And everything that was going on with them. These are two stars. So it makes it more interesting. If it's somebody that's not necessarily a celebrity due to association, it just doesn't get as much attention. Mm-hmm. But with Tory allegedly doing this to her, of course it's going to draw a lot of attention and push her to another level. Right? Chris and Robin, yes. Nola Sunflower. Yes. Megan Branscombe says she deserves to be sued. Big dot. If her and her attorneys and Rock Nation, Jay-Z, I hope you're listening. If they cannot prove that Tory is guilty, Tory needs to sue Megan for everything she is worth. He absolutely does. He does. He needs to sue the dog shit out of Pegasus. And he will be able to. If he wins this case, oh Lord. And it's a high chance. Now, besides the having that weapon, Tory may be being charged with that. I don't know how that's all gonna go down. But with assaulting her, because that's what he's being charged with, shooting her. So if they prove that she lied and doctored, because look at everything with Jussie Smollett. If there's trainers willing to lie, there's doctors willing to lie. I'm just saying. Pegasus and her people sat in there with that doctor like, look, I heard you was looking at a house in the Bahamas. I heard it was this really big, beautiful home in the Hamptons that you was trying to get. You want it? You do. Okay. Well, turn this glass into bullets. Which will make even more sense to why the bullets are just gone. Why the fragments are just nowhere there. Because they know that those bullets are not going to match. Those fragments will not match that bullet because that's from a semi-automatic weapon. The only weapon that no face, no case. So say she was shot, okay, by a semi-automatic weapon. They need that weapon. And they also need to place that weapon in Tory's hand. Now, what is stated from Pegasus that Tory was shooting, and he told her to dance, bitch. So it would make more sense of him shooting at her feet with a semi-automatic weapon, because then he could just hold it and, just like, dance, bitch, dance, bitch. Not dance, bitch, dance. She didn't say that. She didn't say that. She said that he pointed the gun at her feet and told her, dance, bitch. Body yada 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 yada. That's what happened. So here, Flip. So where's the semi-automatic weapon? I'd like to know, because that's what allegedly shot her. Not a gun. I don't know if it was a 9mm or revolver. I don't know what it was. But that the gun that they found that was on scene, I just know it wasn't a semi-automatic weapon. It was not that. They didn't pick up no Tech 9 or nothing like that. So those fragments that are now gone would not match the weapon that they have, the unregistered weapon. It wouldn't match, because it's not a semi-automatic weapon. That is where that dumb doctor or whoever changed her diagnosis, because remember, she came into the hospital due to a glass injury to her foot. She's not coming there due to anything about a gunshot wound. Gunshot fragment, nothing. That is not the reason she went to the hospital. Even if she told the police, which she did, she told the police on scene that there was glass in her foot. The police are still going to check the injury. They're not just going to walk up, oh, it's glass. Oh, okay, let me write that down. Okay, it's glass. And how did the glass get in there? Oh, you stepped on it. Oh, okay. What kind of glass is it? Oh, car on the glass. Okay. No, they're going to check. They're going to check your injuries. They're going to do all of that. They're not just going to take your word for it. They're still going to check you out. And if they see that it's truly, because even stepping on glass, it's glass. It is what it is. But bleeding that much, because she was a decent amount of blood, so, which could still be from glass. It's very plausible. So I believe that when she told the police that arrived on scene, and when she told the first responders, about what happened, about the glass, I believe that they checked her injuries and they agreed. None of them stated that she was shot. None of them stated that. The first responders didn't state she was shot. Neither did the police. It's not in anybody's report, including the police, from that night that Pegasus was shot due to ricochet or full on. There wasn't any suspects, nothing. All they wanted to know was, where did this unregistered weapon come from? That was the main question from that night. It wasn't, who shot you? That was not what the situation was. Shout out to my boo Scotty. Hey Scotty. She says, call my boo live. Hey SeanDavieWay. Hey beauties in the chat. Don't forget, she admitted to lying to the police to save him. Ain't that a charge? LOL. It absolutely is. Falsifying. I mean, it's very Smollett-ish. Very Smollett-ish. It is very Smollett-ish. Thank you, Scotty. Very Smollett-ish. Dwayne says, I want to see Black women give Meg the same energy as Juicy. Y'all going in so hard on Black men without any evidence. So much for protect Black women nonsense Meg was peddling that y'all are up. Now, I said the same thing earlier, that I find it mighty weird that when Pegasus was going through this stuff, she was all for the campaign for protect Black women and whatnot, and Breonna Taylor, and all of that stuff, doing promo commercials, big budget commercials, advocating for Black women. And then as soon as the heat died down, so did her advocation. She stopped advocating for those people. I just find that mighty weird. That's why I said Megan is a clout chaser. Like, all Megan cares about is the fame and the check. She doesn't care about anything else. She really doesn't. She does not. Miss AT Alien says police ain't checking injuries. They are not EMTs. They barely sometimes take reports. She says she lied to protect them. Here's the thing. Megan is a celebrity. Okay. The vehicle that they were in, the jewelry that she had on. Oh, this is somebody. Oh, this is somebody. So you best believe that. And then I've had incidents where I've seen the police pull up and they do check injuries. I mean, not all of them. Now, I'm not gonna say every single police officer on the planet, checks injuries, but police are first responders. If a police officer comes somewhere and somebody needs CPR, it is their responsibility to do so. They're not just going to just sit there and watch. They are taught first aid. They are taught CPR. They're taught all of these things. So yeah, police are first responders. Yes, they are. The only difference is they're not going to pull you away like a EMT. Put you in the back. No, they're not going to do nothing like that. They'll wait till the EMTs get there, but it is their responsibility to keep you resuscitated if they can, and whatnot. I mean, if you're gone, you're gone. But if you're still alive, it's their job to keep you that as much as they can, until the people that are going to take care of you show up. So yeah. I strongly feel the entire incident with the trio was all accidental during an argument. I think so too. I don't think this had to be as big as they made it. But when you want clout, this is what you do. No different than with Jesse. He didn't have the nooses, the bleach, the MAGA. He didn't have to do all that shit. But he did. Shar says she lied because she knows she looks bad messing with her friend's man when she could have had any dude she wanted. It's giving low self-esteem and chicken head. Very much so. Very much so. I knew she was going to be embarrassed because it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing situation. So yeah, I don't blame her for being embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. I think anybody would. So yeah, but that concludes our show. I want to go live on Station Hip. I'm trying to go on there today. And like do an open panel, and like everybody just come up and just say what they want to say and how they feel about the situation. I have to get out of here. We're at our hour and a half. I was planning on coming for an hour. So but thank you all so much. Shout out to everybody for sending the super chats and super stickers. I love you all so much. Thank you so much. As y'all see, the DavieWay is fine. We're good over here. And we will be live again, probably on Sunday. We'll go live, but I'm going to try to get a surviving together of this whole messy situation and put that together, and we will go from there. But until the next show, I love you guys so much. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all. Thank you for all of the super chats and all of your support. Until the next show, I love you guys. Bye. Yeah. Hair flip, yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip, yeah. Oh my god. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi.